Welcome, Twin Flames, to my channel, Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing a reading. It is for the end of May 2024. It is the 18th of May today. So usually the energies I pick up, it tend to be over a week's time as well. Of course, if you listen to readings every day, yeah, one thing I will always say as well, it's, you know, you kind of need some time for it to sit. And also, I know I do readings every day, but actually if I was to compare myself, if there was a matter I want to know, okay, and I find if I actually end up doing a lot of readings, because it's very rare that I do, but if I end up doing it, I can tend to repeat it, and actually you just get a lot of confusing messages, because the tarot cards are also then giving you the message and saying, what are you doing? You know, so it's I will always say it's kind of select what you listen to, and how often, depending on the answer, right? So if you just, it's like when you have the TV in the background. If the TV is always in the background and the news are running and running and running, and you get an update and it doesn't really affect you, like you're neutral to it, you know, like, okay, well, I heard it's going to be like a cycle in this area, but if you keep listening and you're like, okay, that's fine, I prepare my house and everything, okay, but if I'm listening to it all the time and then suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, maybe it's going to be worse than I thought, or maybe it's not there, or maybe, you know, it's something about the message around this energy today. I feel it's about not overdoing it. That's what the energy is trying to tell me. I'm shuffling and waffling whilst using the Good Tarot deck. Twin Flames, please like, subscribe as well if this reading resonates with you and your situation. Happy birthday to anyone that is celebrating your birthday, whether you're Taurus or upcoming Gemini as well. It's been nice and summery here, but not too warm. I'm kind of fine with having warm weather when you're on holiday. So, because when it gets so warm inside, like you have to, I have an air condition, but you know, that comes at the price. It's not the same as normal electricity, that's for sure. So, I am done shuffling your cards. Please fast forward, Twin Flames. And to find out if this reading resonates with you, I will give specific, you know, whether I see the person's star sign or anything else that's, you know, can give characteristics of them, but I think you should pick it up on the energy as well. Twin flame union, divine union, soulmate union, okay? I can't tell you the give the tag, the specific tag, but I think you'll feel if this reading does resonate and give you some messages. I also find when I do these readings, it goes a bit deeper. I wouldn't say that, you know, I don't really have the spiritual language to say, or but it seems in the Twin Flame readings I'm picking up a different energy and reading the cards different than what I usually do. So yeah, in that sense I do think I connect, so yeah, I should give you a heads up. So, the King of Air. Yeah, well, the person that you are dealing with, that is your twin flame. I could have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra in their chart. This person is not someone, they communicate a lot, but they probably don't communicate with you about their feelings. They could also communicate with you a lot. With the Seven of Earth, this is someone that, whether you have met them now, in the past, or wherever, whatever the status is on this connection, this is someone that have appeared neutral for the most part, and they have given you an impression that they want to continue investing in this connection. This is someone that's been very careful, leaving small trails, saying that, or, you know, it's like they seem to pop up all the time, but it can be far and few between. That's the kind of energy. Five of Earth, at the moment, there could be a block, no communication, feeling like you both are, you know, far away from each other, isolated. One could feel blocked from the other, isolated from the other. There could be some blaming going on as well. This person, they do not want this They do not want to be separated. Now, this person here, so, and whatever the time frame is, I feel that this person's intentions with you was to slowly but surely get closer and slowly but surely start opening up to you. That was regardless of when you met them 10 years ago, yesterday or so. That was their plan, and to keep something very balanced. This person, I feel a neutral type of energy. I don't feel a reckless type of person here, but anything can happen. This is just in the beginning of the reading. 10 of fire. There is something about breaking the barriers to communication that now seems very heavy for them. Wow, 10 of air, 10 of fire. This person is definitely going through feeling a strain of some kind here. They're feeling a strain, twin flames, a strain of not communicating with you. This person is feeling the strain of not actually being their authentic self from the beginning. This could be someone that talks a lot. They could talk for a living in the sense of, their work, okay? But with you, they didn't. They were very careful. And the status as of now could be that you don't think you have a twin flame. Regardless of the label you have of this person, you could even think this person, okay, that was just something that was in my mind. I must have been getting the wrong impression or something. So because they were so careful the way they come forward. So their plan of, see, they have another message of earth to add to the 7 of earth, that will be 8. So this could be someone that is in your environment day to day, or this is someone that, whether you're sharing social media platform where they're sort of, okay, I'm going to ask them how are they one day, but I'm going to have something else to I'm going to give some general feedback, or this could be, sorry, my throat. Could be someone, it's just very, very careful, but they knew that they have a strategy and a plan of how they're going to proceed. But now it's as if they have the opportunity of this slowly but surely investment in the connection have been taken away from them. Yeah, been taken away from them. It could be other people, obstacles, and so on. And now this truth that to come in with this kind of small message now, that's not going to do any good or any justice, because if you work with this person, or they feel that they can reach out in a kind of a work situation type of thing, they wanted to do that. That's their plan. But that plan is not working. So now they're stuck with these burdens. They're stuck with an emotion. They have strong emotions for you. And it's like they want just things to start. Okay, now they just want things to start. They see that it was kind of a sabotage here to just have this kind of plan. This person could have had a plan as in you plan to paint your house, okay, and you're like, oh, I'm going to wait till it's not raining, and then I can put all the equipment outside, and oh, well, maybe I just wait till this day. Well, I buy the paintbrush, I buy this paint, and I get everything ready. It should be good, right? And usually that's how they do with everything in their life. But with you, that has now backfired. They feel it's sort of heavy. They feel, oh gosh, now I have all this communication I wanted to say. I feel that, it's like something they didn't foresee it's happened. So it's in the way. And now they feel, okay, now they think probably that there's just no interest from me, or no feelings from me, that I don't have any intention whatsoever. And that's probably true, because you have 5 of fire. You are like, I see that with you, twin flames, at the moment, interestingly enough, actually, you don't really think the way they think about it. You haven't really passed any judgment on this person. You actually think that, well, if this person come in with a solid offer, yes, I do love them. My heart is connected to them. I will be happy with any intentions I get, but I know there are some obstacles. So you have understood that something is in the way for them to communicate, and you see it more as fact. You are realistic, you are rational, and you're hoping for them to reach out and contact you with an emotional message of some kind, even if it's something small. You're open for it. you do know that this person, you are the one that knows, even without them telling you, that there are obstacles around them why they cannot do something. It seems like you have the understanding, you have an unspoken understanding about why. But with the Seven of Water, because this person here don't shake this off, and they are just sort of, oh no, they're very much like, this was my plan, now I don't have a plan, so I might just be wallowing in my burdens with this situation, and I just need to now forget about it, all of it. I need to just look at the negative side of things, that now everything is too heavy, now everything is too strained, so they keep repeating that in their head and confusing themselves. Whilst you are sitting over here feeling neutral, no, you are looking at things at a rational perspective and rational thought, and think, I haven't said this to them, but I know that's the situation, so I'm not really judging the situation based on what I think they're judging it on. That's what I'm picking up. But see, in their world, there is confusion now. A lot of confusion is because they have disconnected, even though they feel this love, and it's like, you know, it's Ace of Water, Ace of Air, and then we have 10 of Fire, 10 of Air. So it's like it's 50-50. It's 50-50 about, okay, when is this new beginning? What's going to happen? It's like they are looking for a specific tangible thing, a scenario, to be able to have a new beginning. They're just looking at one small little detail. That's what they're looking at for coming forward to you. So I'm drinking coffee, and hopefully I can improve my speech after that. So, yeah, so this person here is very much of, they're so rigid with their plan that when things have piled up, are in the way, they still refuse to say, well, in your case where you are saying, well, there's plenty of ways to reach out to me, there's plenty of ways to express your emotions, but you have to go only through one channel. That's how they're looking. It's as if this person was only in contact with you on a specific social media platform, and they had to go off this platform, and then how many other platforms are there, but they are so rigid with that plan that they're not going to do that. They are just thinking of, oh no, this is not going to work. Okay, so that's where they're at. Let's find out why. Oh, I want to use this. So the Ace of Water, the 10 of Fire, the 10 of Air. Yeah, it's strategy, you know, trying to push away the magic with it all. This person, yeah, but it's going to come back, okay? See, the 10 of Fire, when you reach the 10 of Fire, it will translate into something else. They can't carry this burden. It's always going to get it to the top of the hill. They can't continue carry these burdens. They're never going to stay down, because with the 10 of Swords, if it was 9 of Swords, yeah, they might go through a nightmare for a week, but still eventually they're going to sleep better. But the 10 of Swords, okay, it's already happened. Now they're so tired. Like, it's like when you haven't slept for one night at all, you know how well you sleep the next night. You might feel like, oh, I'm frazzled for what happened, but you're still going to sleep a lot better. And when they sleep a lot better, it doesn't have to do with sleep, by the way, but then something is resetting, and they're saying, well, my feelings are still there. I've just looked at everything from the wrong angle, and they feel excited suddenly. So a sign to you that you are connecting with your twin flame, and a sign to them that they are connecting with a divine counterpart, is exactly that. They might start seeing synchronicities. They might have this feeling without their plan, without their action of this execution of, okay, a specific message, you know, okay, here's the next step, follow the next step up. They are letting that go. They are letting the strategy go based on the feeling they have after they have wallowed in their burdens and their strain and their stress. And then there's the awakening. See? It's like, oh wow, it's as if the whole world's changing. It's as if this person decided, you know, it's looking at, if you keep looking at the 10s for ages, and you Know that you have done everything you could in that situation, but have they tried to manifest? Have they tried to think different? Okay, that's where you implement something out of the box. And especially in love, they have to implement that. And when they do, there is a release and a relief of actually what has happened. See, yeah, with the 10 of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, they're saying, oh, screw that route, screw that particular message I had to go. Maybe that was just, why that way only? That wasn't really romantic anyway. So it's like this person thought of the most, like the lengthy, unromantic, but the safest route for them to get to know you, to give that particular message or to open up. But then they are seeing that is an illusion. It's it's too slow. So the obstacle actually, based on this awakening, based on falling into a trap of self-loathing, they are suddenly awakening up to a different way to approach you. And then we have the Chariot. So they see here, oh, of course, there was always that way. It was always going to be an easier way and a more exciting way. And even it's as if they see that, gosh, how was I just stuck on this way? I mean, that's not even, it's almost like now they start laughing at themselves and thinking how foolish I was to be so slow, how sad I was for no reason. So this is someone that is, and this could be a sign, by the way. There's an air sign. I think air signs can be like that. Can go down, but go faster up, and then it's more, I guess, changing the mood from heavy to very light overnight. That's very, very air sign. I feel this person could have Gemini, Aquarius in their chart, but also Cancer. So this person is now seeing there is another way. They're seeing, okay, well, of course, I get going. I move forward anyway. Why am I here stuck, wallowing in feelings when see, it's the two horses here. The seahorse brings transformation. The seahorse is flowing in the water, right? It's these feelings they have, they are buried deep within them anyway, whether they decide them to come up to the surface or not. These feelings are there, they are not gone. And because of that, they know that that is the answer. They are seeing, see here, both of these cards, you have the light, the shield that is going towards you anyway. They know from their crown, from their stomach, it's going towards you anyway, see? And it's here coming back into them as well. So this is very much someone that is going through a spiritual experience, very much of a spiritual experience. And even here, during their pain, see, this person is lifted, it's lifted up, and they're seeing, gosh, how lucky am I to have experienced this pain? I would never in a million years, and with the Lovers, I would never in a million years have felt this, understood this. So it's overnight, this person is feeling like this joy, this excitement, and they're making a choice. Like their feelings, they're coming up as the vulnerable King of Cups. But they are ready to speak the truth. It's like the pain is now a revelation to them about their feelings and what they have to do. So no wonder you have the 6 of Fire, the 2 of Water here. Someone is going to connect with you, and you will be very happy to get this person's attention. I'm liking this reading for you and the energy around this twin flame reading. And I don't even need many cards, which is rare for me, you know that. So the transition here is very close for them to know what to do. But this 5 of Pentacles that appeared, I believe it was underneath the deck, it is not real, but for a moment, it could be for days, for weeks, for some of you 5 months. I don't believe it's that. It could be 5 days. There is no sign, nothing. I'm talking also no synchronicities, nothing for those of you that, I feel for many of you, this is someone that you have recent contact with. someone that you have recently opened your heart to, and it doesn't mean a conversation necessarily, but it's not someone I feel where this person you haven't been on your mind for a decade, for instance, but I feel it's quite fresh. But what I'm getting, it's like something started, or you have strong feelings, they have strong feelings, but then suddenly you felt a break, like someone's just stopped the car, boom. I don't drive a car, by the way. I used to have my license a long time ago, but and you pull up this brake in the middle, and I used to drive the manual, and it just stops, right? And it just and you just drive 360 degrees around. What's it called when is it a handbrake? Yeah, handbrake. And someone put the handbrake on, and it's like, why? Because someone's plans, this person wanted to follow through with their plans as they do with, well, and any other tasks, and how they try to implement love, forward movement, how they do the day-to-day work with whatever activity plan they are following through, whether they are planting something, if they're doing a project in terms of paperwork, or if they are doing a sport activity or opening a business. That's how they did proceed with you, so it is safe as possible. But this person is going to have a rude awakening that this is not the kind of connection you plan that with, because this universe is taken over. They don't have a say in the matter. Either they level up now, they do follow their heart now, and they stop being resistant to this way of communicating in their feelings, because otherwise that's going to be taken away from them. So they have a choice, and they choose to awaken. They choose to screw up the plans of and saying, well, I don't need to come on this Knight of Pentacles, taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I need to make action here. My feelings is telling me, yes, take action now. And so, Ace of Earth, 2 of Water, you will hear from this person. You will receive a message. You will receive a sign. Ace of Earth, please. Spirit, 6 of Fire, Page of Water. And I was getting out of breath now, so it's almost like this person is like, okay, check the flights, check the trains, which journey, okay, yeah, Ace of Wands, see, it's picking up the pace. But you are in your feelings, you are like, oh, what just happened then? You are still not aware. What you are aware of is who you are and what is your role in this connection. The Empress, regardless of the gender, you know what is your role. You still take charge. You still get up, dress up, put the Empress smile on, and you do just that. But no, you are also in the area of love. You feel, I don't know, because the 5 of Fire and the 4 of Cups, you are like, oh, I know that I'm moving forward. I take my Empress cap dress on and I swing that wand, and I know what to do. I know how to be brave. I know I have to do that. I know I have a connection with this person, but I need a minute. I need a minute now, because what just happened? So you start looking ahead, but you feel, well, I'm still holding on to this, but you're looking away now because of the interruptions that's been. They're putting on the handbrake, their brake. It's also a break for you. You are like looking around, and it's like, I swear I saw that feeling here yesterday, as if it is an actual thing floating or flying around. Okay, so some of you can have Earth in your chart, but this person here is coming in to give you a stable offer. They're coming in here with a real offer. So it is possible as well that someone had to end a relationship, that they have to choose, where am I actually going? Where is my feelings as well? So for some of them, they could have given into another relationship and they had to end this connection. See here with the 10 of, so there's something about the 10 of water and 10 of swords here. There's something about feeling the strain of this relationship. Yeah, sorry, gosh. So it is possible here that someone is choosing, because they have the Lovers as well. So there could be, you're the Empress and someone's the Queen of Pentacles, a soulmate, and they're choosing their twin flame. But what you have picked up with this person potentially then is that, okay, they're in a third party, so therefore I must cut off. Therefore I must just release this person. Some of you don't even know this person that well, that you have no idea if they have anyone around them. But I see a shift here. I see someone making that call. I see a situation, a relationship that was ended before they met you, or at least emotionally that this was already over, but they wanted more time to almost say, well, if this is over now, I need 5 months to do this, do that. But again, this connection is not the type of connection where you can wait and follow plans, and that's the root of awakening. Okay, we are moving into the final outcome, twin flames. The Hermit, yeah. It's them pulling away. That's where you feel the breaks. That's why you are questioning as well the Five of Wands. You are saying, okay, I see now there's a reason for it. There's third party. This could be someone here that have options. This could be someone here that is a player, okay? Yeah, so this is something with Queen of Discs. There could be someone here where you feel like, oh, they have someone else, they have another marriage, they have another person here, okay, and that you have walked away from them. I also feel here, okay, that some of you could have Earth in your chart. I could also feel here there's two people. They have two people because they're choosing that, like with the Lovers, but you also have someone that involved you in a third party. So this connection here with someone, this twin flame, is like, you're like, oh no, it's happening again. Yeah, there's something about, oh no, it's happening again. That's the kind of message that you might feel here. Because there is going to be, so why is the Two of Cups and the Hermit here for my twin flames? Yeah, someone has to liberate themselves. They have to make a choice, they have to go for it, and they have to start over. Yeah, I do see there is a person. So I feel there's two people here, twin flames. There is one person that you have dealt with in the past. Maybe it's a false twin flame, maybe it's a false karmic soulmate, but this one here is someone that kept in and out of your life. You had feelings for them, but you really lost faith in love because of this person. This person that you met in the past, I feel they have air in their chart, maybe Leo as well. I don't really get so strong, maybe also Cancer. So it's a combination. But this person here, they see you as their happiness. They want to come forward. But right now, you also see this person as a person that have involved you in a third party and were never really serious about the connection. So that's what you feel at the moment, because this person here have not thrown all those plans of strategy and how to come forward out the window. So there is delays because of it. And I feel here that this person here is who is coming forward. You are starting now to listen to your the 5D, because I feel there is something about the universe sending someone on your path where you suddenly feel, who is it that I'm actually thinking about here? Who is this feelings for? There's a strong element of confusion. Strong element of confusion, yeah, with the trickster magician. I'm picking up something here that is, yeah, it's very confusing. It's as if you have released someone in your life, okay? You have these cups far away, but because of these cups, you have to put far away, and because of the obstacles that happen around it, and you will be reminded of the journey you had to sort of get to also put these away, and why you are sitting with your hands crossed, arms crossed underneath the tree there. You are sort of feeling suddenly like, oh gosh, is this happening again? Is this the fourth cup that I'm pushing away? Because it's as if because you are thinking about this person or someone, a situation that you do not want to have in your life, you could feel a moment of, gosh, I got it all wrong. So this person is like, oh no, I have to do it a certain way. You are like, gosh, I got it all wrong. There is no there is no feelings that I had for someone. No, I need to get myself grounded with the Empress. I need to go out in nature. Okay, probably everybody that I met in my entire life that I have feelings for, they're all in a third party, and none of them had any feelings for me. So you're very much saying, you're saying like, no, let that cup go as well. Everything, I don't trust any of it. Just start from scratch. I'm confused. I don't want to be confused. If I feel confused, scrap the whole thing. That's what you're saying because of your experience right now and the confusion that is occurring, because there is someone that is still rummaging around you that you definitely know that you do not see this as a person that you want to be with. And connect with, but there is another person that you're connecting with, but because someone, your trauma, their energy can seem very fiery, and in the energy it can all cause that confusion of, oh gosh, I'm still stuck on this broken record, why? So I feel intuitively what is happening here is this connection you can only connect through the 5D first. It has to do also with manifestation of your, I think, I said something in one of the readings this week about the perfect match, the ideal match. It has to do with really thinking about the ideal match and not saying that the scarcity mindset here is the only way. So this week you could be going through the fact of saying, I have leveled up. I have done everything I could. I have been patient. Now actually I've seen that I'm stuck at the same place. I get attention from the same group of people, the same type of person. So for many of you, you could be experiencing that, you know how you attract, it's like almost like, let's say if you have said, why do I only get approached by people in a third party, for instance? Why do I only get approached by people that are 10 years older or 10 years younger? Or it's like, you are like, why? Why is that happening? And then the universe give you more of it. And you're like, okay, well, that is the realistic thing that I just have to put some time out to all that I decide, because clearly none of it is working. That I have in my abundance. So you are enjoying your beauty, your abundance. There's something about that. So you are like, well, the realistic part of it is that I can't control love, but what I can control is my money. So you, at this time, twin flames, it could be, of all the elements that you're choosing, you're saying, there's fire, earth, air, cups. Okay. So you're saying here that I'm going to put my passion into my work. I'm going to do what I'm really good at, and that is money. I'm good at making money. I am good at finding a job. I'm good at getting this shit done. And then the spirit is saying to analyze it and say, why are you better at that than anything else? What makes you good at it and not good at something else? Why? So it has to do with the thought process, but you are not really willing to look at that thought process in love, because you're saying, I just don't know. I just don't know. I will be the kind of empress that is good at, I'm good at money. So you are saying, I'm going to be good at that. So you are focusing on that. It's, you are content with or without a partner. You are saying, look at me fly. I have not got a scarcity mindset. I can do whatever I want, and I'll attract whoever I want. So your confidence is up, blooming here. But when it comes to a connection, you feel defeated. You feel that it's more of a feeling of seeing the same type of people coming into your life, and you're like, it's almost like you're saying the whole city is useless. Everyone that is in this city are doing the same thing. It's almost, do you hear these conversations, especially I go to, when you go to beauty salons and everything, if you us girls or if you're boys, you're all like, that everyone is like this here. I need to go to a certain place to have this type of people. So, and it's always how you look at it. So, but in your own, let's say fortress, you are seeing, in this my fortress, which is in the same city. Oh, I see the butterflies. I see the beautiful dog. I see everything blooming. I go outside my fortress And that is almost like saying when you go outside your vortex, some might call it. So it's like I go outside my vortex and there is nothing that I want there. Nothing, but I'm going to be happy what I have in my vortex, in my fortress, here, right now with me. So it's also this gratitude as well. But there is a shift going on. So let's continue. There's a shift going on for two people here that have said, this person say, no, I have failed the relationship massively. And if I'm going to go into another one, I'm not going to do it like I did before. So this person could be, again, saying like, I fell madly in love and look where it ended. Anyway, love wasn't for me. That was a mistake to go in and do it like that. But so they are saying because of they have a trauma with their past love history, now they can't do the same again. Whilst what they can do over again, they feel, okay, I can still go with my plans. So it's the whole thinking process around two people that want to connect in love, and where there's a lot of abundance in all the elements, two people are staying stuck. But this person here, your twin flame, they are going to take action. They are definitely going to take action. Spirits, anything else that we should share with my dear twin flames that are listening today for the end of May 2024? See, the Four of Wands. Yeah. The King of Cups. So expect this person to connect with you. You will feel this person connecting with you in the 5D in the very near future. You two can only connect in the 5D first to recognize that, yes, that is your reality. No, it is not the reality that you go out and speak about over a cup of coffee at Starbucks or at the gym when you bump into people in the street and be like, guess what are you up to today? Yeah, no, I'm meeting my twin flame in a couple of hours. And they'd be like, oh, where are you going to go? And you describe the place and everything. And if they were to follow you and you sat down and started having a conversation with an invisible person, there might be men in white coats coming to pick you up instead. So you won't do that, okay? So, but you know, and this person knows that you full well can connect in the 5D. There is telepathic communication, there are synchronicities for sure. But this person here, they are coming in to offer stability. But having to, see, in reverse, the Two of Swords, the Star, saying, look, this connection have its magic. The magic is when I feel in alignment with who I truly am supposed to be, the Emperor. So there is also a few energies around you. And be not surprised that someone will also go from being very confusing in your mind to being, well, there is someone that you are like, well, they are in a third party or they're out of my life, and they will suddenly come in and they will also look identical in their behavior to your twin flame that you are supposed to be with. Watch it happen. These cups here, they will simultaneously stand in front of you. It's that, have you seen them? Well, I haven't done that for real though. You go and when someone is coming in to the police station and there's 5 men that did steal something, and you're like, pick one of them, and they're all almost identical, okay? Because you have lined them up, because they also have similarities to get to the twin flame. They have like many similarities and characteristics. So you are going in and you are like, oh my goodness, which one is it? And you could be like, which one is it? You could have 3 or 4 or 5 suddenly. That doesn't mean you had 5 night stands the last week, and that definitely is going to be difficult to choose, or you had 5 dates. It's to do with people that you've attracted in your life, and right now because you have disconnected with someone, and they could be the same. It's something about a complete disconnecting from something that is very obvious and saying, well, I don't have any feelings actually, but what I do have a feeling about is those that have rejected me and the type of persons that I meet. So I don't want to choose anyone, thank you very much. I choose myself. But there is going to be one person there that you can only connect with your heart, with your subconscious, telepathically, high priestess. It's romantic. Don't deny it. But it isn't grounded. But take advantage of the inner knowing. This person have gone through a spiritual awakening, and they are also taking advantage of the inner knowing. You probably have a stronger intuition than this person. They're a bit new to the game, but you will connect. It's going to be obvious. This person here will have a star shining over them. They can be as serious looking as they want, but you will know. There is something about you will know. You will also know based on their actions. There is something you will know based on their actions. It's also to do with when you visualize a person, which one do you visualize to get actually along with in everyday life? So if there is 3 or 4 people, like with the 4 of cups and or 7 of cups, it doesn't mean that the numbers are there, but it's something about the person you are today. Because let's not forget, you have the 9 of Pentacles already. You have the 9 of Pentacles, which is very happy with where you are. So when you look at these 5 people and you recognize, and whatever you know about their history, and they, you know, for example, that one person, well, their career path is way different, and maybe this is someone that don't work, and you are like, no, I don't really want to be with someone that don't work, because that's not going to work. Or, you know, it's going to be something like that about things in the reality as well. There is a groundedness to it all for most of you as well. And let's not forget the twin flames usually get separated because they are not ready to be with each other. And there could be 2 people without, you know, haven't found their passions in life, haven't found themselves. There's a lot of things here that have not been established. So this time, you have gone through the research, you have gone through everything, and everything that you have gone through is not for nothing. It's gonna, the way you choose this person and know that this person is your twin flame and know it is the right time, it is because when you connect with this person, when you see through the screen, whether it is someone saying to you, hey, it's the universe in this case, not the actual police saying, you know, which one is it? You will know. You will no longer be confused. You will know right now who it is. But there will be other people there as well. I'm going to get some other cards, but you know, this is a twin flame connection that have significant healing and magic to it. And I feel as well they're twin flames. And this reading here, it's covering, it's almost like for the next 3 months. And what I want you to do as well, it is because the messages that are coming up is very closely linked to a vision, the manifestations around it, and what happens within you when you connect with this person. That's the secret here, because when you two connect, there is this spark that is much, it's so powerful. It's so powerful here with the Star card that you cannot avoid it. Well, when you avoid it, look what happened. This person feels it's the end of the world. You are back to thinking, gosh, there's only one type of person for me. That's, you know, it's the way of thinking that both of you are saying, well, that's real. 2 people cannot actually have any, there's 2 people, of course, half of each, and your reality, the confirmation from your reality isn't going to be there at all whatsoever. The only confirmation you see in your reality, but that's, remember as well, your reality could be illusion for others, is how you see it. You see it as, I only get attention from someone that's taken. I only get attention from a person that is with someone else. That's all I get. Okay, that's what you keep repeating to yourself. This person keeps repeating to themselves, this is over, that never began, there's no feelings, da 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 da. Okay, but there has been a point where you two connect, and this is blooming. This flower is quite rare. I have actually seen in the garden of my mother in Spain when I was there. It's like this, I don't know what it's called, but she had this plant, and she said, oh, look at this beautiful flower. It looked exactly like that. I think it's, I don't know, it's like a palm, not a palm tree, but there was no blooms at all. And I never expected when I looked at that plant that it was going to be such beautiful flower, like very rare. It's like, it looked like I was in another country, like more tropical, like in the Amazons or something. So it's something about like a beautiful flower that's been connected, but then 2 people saying cannot be. This can be also to do with if you were to compare it to manifestation, And on that note, it says here as well to have a vision board. Have a vision board about your twin flame, what it looks like, what do you do day to day, what do you want to achieve together. And it's like, if you let yourself go and just keep rolling with what you want to do with this person, the feeling that you get is going to be real. That's your reality. And the same for this person. The reality is that two people want the same thing. Two people work better together, not just better, but can create a lot. The lantern from the hermit is shining the light here. This isn't forced. This is two people that only feel like they are growing together. See, this person have the architecture. You could be more into nature. This person could be more into the corporate business, okay? There is two people here that are meant to be together, that are they are held back by limiting beliefs. I'm also seeing here, this connection is very much when you connect, like there is so powerful. It's the same as when you manifest, for those of you that do that. Okay, let's say when you, anything that is very positive and uplifting, you know, when you get into that way of thinking, you just feel like everything is in alignment. You're like, oh wow, why didn't I do this before? If you were with your soul tribe every single day, you will never doubt anything at all, right? But that's because you choose to put yourself in other situations. If you do the weekend with, all into your twin flame, or like manifestation, and you are connecting with your twin flame all weekend, either in person or telepathically, that's going to be the realest thing ever. But because they're insecurities, when the week comes, if you spend the next 5 days thinking about this person here rummaging around with third parties, or never coming around, or this type of people that is coming towards you, and this person is just saying, there is no access to my twin flame because I'm looking at the barrier that's happened. Doing 5 days of that, of course, when you come to Friday, you're going to be like, well, there is no one in my life. So it is to come into alignment. It's kind of, you see here, putting it all in the middle. It is not fake or forced. It has to do with mind, the thinking around it, the manifestation around it. It has to do with not about feelings, because the feelings are there. It has to do with, okay, there is no confusion. Why create confusion when there isn't confusion? What is the confusion exactly? So you already know that this person have offered you their future, a future with you. You've already said yes. But somehow there is a pause in the attention, and that immediately, instead of thinking, oh, I'm sure this situation is different. It's not like in the past where someone left me high and dry, but you go there. This person is thinking, no, this is not meant to be, because there is a spanner in the works here. So gotta get back to my strategy, and I stayed there. And they don't want to stay there because they already have opened their heart, okay? Yeah, they have already opened their heart. Sudden wealth. This person could come with a lot of wealth. Message of concern. We have also the main male. We have lovers. Okay, we have thoughts. So we have marriage. This person is going from thinking about, a future with you, a lot of wealth. There is one message of concern, and that's they've been concerned ever since. There's one message that came in paper, and they're saying paper is more important than anything else. So I'm concerned now. I'm going to stay concerned. I'm going to stay in my thoughts, and I'm going to keep thinking until I've beaten myself up with a stick of 10 wands and 10 swords. Boom, I'm down there now. Now this is over, done with. Okay, like it's almost like someone is victimizing themselves and like, I knew it. But their feelings is still there, and then they're annoyed. It's like, this feeling can't be there. I must be going crazy. So I feel like I'm inside someone's mind and talking their thoughts, basically. That's what I feel. It's we have here the year of horse. This could also be, doesn't have to be that someone is year of the horse, but the positive meaning is that enthusiasm, being determined and brave and optimistic and positive. Persevere, rely on power of a team. endurance. Decide how far away you can run as well. So, when a horse runs over a grassland and the earth becomes very constrained, the heart of the horse has flown into the air with passionate, free, red, fairy, and they gallop much wider. See, there is something about the energy is like let their heart run wild. And with a goat, it is saying that the negative meaning of the goat can be hesitant, weak-minded, and indirect. Passive as well, meaning is a decisive, optimistic. Not someone here doesn't want to trust their inner guidance I'm picking up. Someone could be too practical, because if someone have the year of the goat, or this could also be Cancer, by the way, it is like they're practical, stable, they're not really giving into danger. But the goat and the horse is very compatible, very compatible. Even though horse is ruled by Gemini and goat is by Cancer. The goat looks up to the horse, but the horse can seem too confident, and that is only an illusion. Why is the horse seeming more confident? Because they run faster, they are bigger, they are larger, but they don't have anyone that support them. The goat has someone that support them to look up with. They have the sheeps, that's close. Who has the horse got? The zebra, but the zebra lives in the jungle. It's all relative. Who do they compare themselves to? Why does the horse seem more confident? But the horse doesn't necessarily feel more confident. It's just they are born this way. They don't know any other way. Yeah, they could seem more confident because, when a horse, make the sounds and they're so wild, they're beautiful, they swing around their mane, okay? You never see a horse without their mane, probably when, the racing horses and so on, but most of them have long mane and so on, and they gallop. They are famous for can run free, and the goat can also run. But there's nothing like watching a horse run free. It's a beauty like no other, but only when you compare it to the animals that is in the farm, okay, perhaps. But if you compare it to, in the jungle, like how they run, the panther, for instance, how do you compare them? The panther and the horse, it's also beautiful, but the panther is dangerous. But the horse is like beautiful, but also more attainable, okay? It's not dangerous, but it can be dangerous. So it's all relative. It's the energy that is around at the moment. So, but also you could have horse, or someone could be year of the goat as well. And I'm also seeing here that something about one of you, I believe it is you, the independent energy, based on the 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. It also requires self-discipline. So it's not easy to always have self-discipline. So if you have been, having to be self-disciplined and the discipline have run out the window, this also affects your thoughts. When it comes to love, anywhere, it's affecting the thought process around a connection where you're like, oh gosh, I am very, very much confused here. So I have also the Chariot, the heel. A gift from this energy means allow pain and troubles of the past to become the wisdom and compassion of the present moment. So it is opportunity to heal. Old places can transform. So I definitely feel here, twin flames, for you, it is to heal this. It's something about attention, the 6 of Fire and the 4 of Cups. For many of you, a lot of attention and momentum, same as for a horse, is required for you to feel in touch with the emotions and the momentum where you're going. If you don't get the attention, you can immediately disconnect. It wants to tell you that you have to look for another way to connect, that you should not look at one factor here of attention in order to connect. And that is the challenge. That's where the healing comes in. We have the 9th house, exploration. Widen your horizon, expand your world, explore your mind, body, and soul. Teach what you know. The world is waiting for you. So that's important here, dear twin flames. And I have a message from the Psychic Tarot deck. It is patient, patience, maybe that is also a thing here, of course, patience, positive movement forward. As you pause during this period, notice what you have worked well for you in the past, and not what you or anyone else believe to be true, but an actual positive experience. So something about implementing that. What has worked for you before, where you recall that you ended up doing really well? What was it? What was it for you? So let me give you an example. This could be you retreating from the world as you know it to gain the wisdom and healing, because you have found that when you come back, you're more powerful. I actually read yesterday, you can read so many wisdom words, the wisdom these days, but it was someone saying that being single is essential to success. Definitely, I mean, I can also sign for that. It is. I never knew that I was going to open a YouTube channel. That was in the pandemic. I was so heavily involved in my career, and that was my only passion, and I was doing that from dusk to dawn, and I could never, if someone asked me to do something else or had time to do something else, I didn't have time for it. But I did, and I did grow a YouTube channel without any help, any support. I've never even did much of a social media. I did it just based on my passion, and I decided to repeat it every day because I loved it and it gave me meaning. And I even was doing readings when I had 10 views. I remember when I said to family members, like, oh my God, I got 50 views today. I didn't even know about views, or I didn't care about what the YouTube looked like. I never really even Googled, can you make money on YouTube? That's how unknowledgeable I was. Like, seriously, I had no idea. I had no idea that 1 year later I will get a YouTube manager. And to be honest, when I got a YouTube manager, things did not go well for me because I didn't do it my way. So it is also about your way here. I had a similar experience when I did DJing, and I spent money on the course, even did music production. Did not resonate with me, don't understand it. Because I'm not very good with listening of training, I need to be there. I need to just do things my way, and that way could mean that I may do a lot of mistakes, and that way could mean that I will not be a professional YouTuber as in following the book. And of course I do accept now many of the what you have to do, but the point here is more, the energy is saying is that to follow what you are truly passionate about, and that illusion is what you should follow. And when it comes to love, this twin flame union, it is here, it is connected, it is a real thing. It's not in your imagination. It's not, why should it be the case that you should only attract a certain person? And maybe you are saying as well, this twin flame here, I know who they are. But it's like, do they have letters coming to their post saying twin flame living in Nutfield Street, A5? That's random, made up, by the way. Does that say that on their? Do they get letters saying that? No, they don't. So here it is, two people knowing they want to be with each other, but it's so powerful and it's so feeling so unreal that is one of these things that where you both will probably feel that this sounds very weird, this sounds unrealistic, this is never gonna work, but two people are already working together. Accelerated motions. It's a swift movement, whole passion. From endings to delays. It is, the conditions around you, twin flames, are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is going to be on your side, and your enthusiasm is going to be at an all-time high. So remain enthusiastic. You're going to witness the manifestations of what you worked for and visualized. It's a call for initiative. You should ask yourself, Is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? So it's saying here, now it is not the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. The strong current is taking you to a positive outcome of the future. So yeah, it's definitely saying here, two people have a very, very, very realistic, both in 5D and 3D, to connect. This is as real as anything, but it can be sabotaged because it is when you are on the verge of a breakthrough. This is almost giving me that you come out of a retreat, okay? You had a most, let's say you've been to Mexico. I've never been, I want to go, so let's take that as an example. You've been to like this fabulous retreat, like just everything was just top notch, and you feel like, wow, I've manifested everything during this time that I want. I made this vision board, and I cut out all the pictures. I'm gonna put them on the board when I get home. Like, what could possibly go wrong? And then you get home, it's raining, you get a message in your inbox, person you don't really want to contact with, no, they're in a third party, or no, they broke up with you, or anyway, any kind of thing that is kind of an obstacle here with the 5 of Wands. This could be small drama, small pieces of drama. Like it's like an everyday life sort of experience. It's like you get home, you on the way back, the wheel falls off your suitcase, you fall over as well, you bruise yourself, and you are saying, that was just a holiday. The dreams that I had on that holiday, that's just a holiday. Let's face it. You go to a coffee and they say, you know, that's what holidays do. You know, you have a year to next time, maybe 3 years. And there's a lot of jokes around it as well and loads of banter. And you're like, oh, God. So by the time when you get indoors and you pack out your suitcase and you're saying, oh, I am not enthusiastic. And then if you don't analyze it and say, so perhaps I didn't sleep on the flight home. Okay, sleep is quite vital to feeling good. And sleep is a big factor, and also what you eat and so on. Okay, that is, you know, no one can function well without these factors. Okay, everything changes when you don't sleep well, and sometimes you can't sleep well when you're on a flight. I can't sleep on a flight, you know. So it's all this, but it's like you are going to be realistic here and say, okay, look, I'm going to get myself in this place that I was when I was in this holiday. Why can't I get it? If you know, so there's real in your environment here at Twin Flames. You have a real situation of comfort, of all the tools for you to be enthusiastic about your twin flame, about connecting with them, about your life in general. It's going to be so important to keep the momentum. You keep the momentum for 2. If you have to, do it. You will not. Because here you have someone else. You are floating a bit more like the seahorses, like you're bopping in front of this person, so they kind of see you and you have a light energy. But this person is like a train. Vroom, they come in and then they're gone again, and you're like, oh, yeah, I know, this is my type. Oh, you know. So you are going to come through that. That's you. But again, I feel like I'm in two people's heads, trying to navigate through your thought process here. Okay, it says here, more than ever, it is so important to keep the momentum as much as you can, because you are already on the road. Why let small things on your path in your everyday life be the whole day, the whole week, the whole month? Why? Ask yourself, why is it necessary? And then you look at the factors with the realistic and say, well, what if I switch off my phone, get myself back into that mode, I get a good night's sleep, I wake up, I get to my vision board. I advise you, by the way, to do a vision board as well. Okay, you are strong. You have tamed something within you as well. You have tamed this uncertainty, this, there's the confusion, yeah? You have tamed this. There's something about sacrifice. Now, there is something here about the devil and self-limiting beliefs. Self-limiting beliefs here is a thing, is a factor, especially for the person that you are dealing with. So for them, it's a little more heavy than with you. You are saying, oh, I'm confused. Okay, let's take a day out. Let's get things in perspective. Let's go. But there is someone here with an actual person, an actual event. And they are like, well, the big elephant, the big devil is in the room here. Okay. But they are going through it. They're going through it right now. I was quite surprised that the devil didn't show up on them with the 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. Okay. So this person here with the strength, the emperor and the chariot, they are going to say, I don't want to stay in this place. Why? It has also to do with you. So this is very much where you can do the work for two people in a way. It's where you have to you really have to look at, why do you need a green light? You see a road wide open. There hasn't been any traffic on there for a decade. You know that road inside out because you grew up there, okay? But still, maybe that one time there was a car drove there, one time. It's something about that, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4, but not in a lifetime. So you choose still to say, if I don't get attention, so you are saying, if I don't get attention every single day and I don't get the signs following up, and if I definitely get a no, well, then I'm going to write it off for sure. And if I see any other negative signs, I'm going to take that as a sign too, that whatever feelings I had for this person, I must cut them off and I must run, hit and run, okay? So the challenge in this reading, it is comparing this person to everything else that happened to you before, going into to this kind of, no, love isn't working for me. And for this person here, it is, they're very rigid about strategies, about you know, yeah, see here again, you have the 4 of Cups. There's something about the 4 of Cups as well. You think that you cannot take any action in the matter. You think that, no, I can't take action. Why? So you're like, why? Why can't I take action? Why can't you take action? There's something about you saying, no, I can't take action. I can't. So that's the showstopper here. You'll be working on that. And for your person here, before I wrap up here, it is them to believe. Do they want to believe it's only burdens and the burdens will be all they ever see? Or do they want to follow the star? Right? They're already following the star, the 4 of Wands. The star is already here. They know it. But they still decide to stay there in the ringer. It could be in Libra. They still decide to stay there. It's something about their work. They could be a career person. I'm telling you, this person here is... They like to take the strain of everyone else. This person is like, oh, no, I need to... now let's put a star away. That was so great with the star. No, I'm going to have to listen to everyone else putting their demands on me. And I have a contract with these people. And so on and so on. But they know here that the only injustice that is served here is by them, by not taking action, by being slow, by letting other people strain them, by letting the world's demands restrain them. Maybe their work, they're like, okay, well, this work is more important. My career is more important. And that is everything. But what about my home? Which is my heart. What about that? Okay. So this person here, they already know, but it's something about two people as well saying we can't take action towards each other because that will be a bad thing, or that is not appropriate, or that is this, that, and the other. The devil has put themselves, the devil, see, of all these cards that I ended up doing in anyway, there's a devil once. You know, from your side, you haven't given up on this connection. This person, how you might be feeling like not taking any action because this person is for a moment shutting themselves off completely. But with the 10 of air, they are like, put the handbrakes on, and then they're starting to open it, and then they're shutting it down again. So it's something here, but they're going through this awakening. And it's something about they're like, oh, I can't come forward and express too many emotions. I mean, and what is too many emotions? So it's all two people's thought process here. It's kind of clearing the illusion. The person that is causing the illusion, it is someone that feels that there are so many options. I should indulge in all these options, but I don't want all these options. I want to follow my heart. My heart follows to my twin flame, my divine counterpart. I feel happy when I'm being open. I feel happy when I take this leap. Okay, for some of you, again, there could be for both of you, and I don't really feel this reading is about third parties. I feel it is about self-limiting beliefs, to be honest with you here. The signs here, this person could have Aries, Cancer, Leo, Pisces is here as well, Capricorn is here as well. But this person is coming your way. But it's important here, and it's crucial, is to say, if they don't give you the attention, let's say, the wisdom you have experienced and that you know is that you can give that love to yourself. You can visualize it. You can feel happy. You don't have to stay and take no action because you don't receive attention in a certain shape or form. The attention you give to yourself here. So I definitely see two people working on their self-limiting beliefs. And yeah, well, the messages is in the cards here. Someone is taming the beast within. Someone is taking the chance what could possibly go wrong. Someone is just shoving the devil to one side. A person here is saying, but they are my home, they are my future, they are the treasure that I have. It is a real deal. So twin flames, on that note, thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a comment. Always lovely to hear from you. Yeah, I am sending you so much love, and I hope to see you very soon.